day 2 of our 30-day yoga challenge. So grab your mat and let's continue on. Today we're going to start off in a standing position. We're going to root our feet firmly into the mat, arms out to the side in Tadasana. Strong back, strong shoulders, chest lifted. We'll take a moment to bring ourselves into our body, into the present moment, with some deep clearing breaths. So allow yourself to relax the shoulders. Inhaling through the nostrils, exhaling out the mouth. Again, another deep inhale through the nostrils, exhaling out the mouth. Allowing ourselves to clear our mind and release anything that came before the practice. Allow yourself to set an intention that you wish to get from this practice. Set an intention you wish for the day. Visualize it in your mind. Allow you to receive it in your body. And when you're ready, we're going to open our eyes. We're going to take a deep inhale, reaching our arms up above the head. Then exhale, release. Again, another deep inhale, reaching up. Exhale, release. This time we're going to spread our legs a little bit wider. We're going to inhale, dig down and squat a little bit like inhaling. And as we exhale, we rise. Then we'll do that again. Drop the hands in a deep squat, inhaling. Swoop the arms and exhale. Again, inhale. Drop down to squat. Swoop the arms, exhale. One more time, inhaling. And swoop the arms, exhale. Blissful rising. Now here we're going to drop that right arm down towards that right leg. And then stretch over on that left side. Reaching up. And exhale, releasing that right hand down. And inhaling, reaching that left hand up and across to stretch. Exhale, releasing again. Inhaling on that right side. Exhale, release. Inhaling one more time on that right side, left side. Exhale and release. I'm gonna bring our feet back together. We're gonna inhale, reach up. This time we're gonna exhale, fold forward, diving down towards our feet. Releasing our hands to the mat, allowing the head to hang heavy. Breathe here. Feel free to fold your arms and let yourself hang like a rag doll. Keeping a soft bend in the knees. If you want to twist from side to side to give yourself an extra stretch, feel free to do that. Then when you're ready, we're going to release the hands. We're going to bring our hands up to our shin halfway, flat back, tabletop. Going to exhale, releasing our hands back to the mat. Then we're going to take a deep inhale, reaching up towards the sky, hinging from the hip, reaching our hands up above our head, bringing it into that prayer mudra, and then channel that energy down into our heart space. We're going to take a deep inhale in, exhale, and release. Now we're going to come to the top of the mat. We're going to bring that left foot back, turning it perpendicular to the mat, front leg pointed forward. We're going to inhale, reach our hands up high, fingertips spread wide, creating a bend in that front knee. Breathe. Then we're going to exhale, turn our gaze sideways, pointing our fingertips both directions out, chest lifted, creating a deeper bend in that front knee. Then we're going to drop this back arm, bring it behind our back, and extend this right arm up into the air and gaze up at it. Then we're going to drop this front arm onto that right knee and swoop that left arm up into a side angle. Breathing here. Then we're going to pivot on that back toe and extend both arms up. Then when you're ready, we're going to release both arms and step that left foot up. Walk that out a little bit so we can get that opposite side. We're going to step that right leg back, having it perpendicular, front knee pointed forward. Inhale, reaching that arms up high, fingertips spread wide, shoulders back, chest lifted, breathing. Then we're going to turn our gaze sideways, both hands pointed in either direction. Strong in this warrior two pose. Then we're going to drop that back right hand behind our back, bringing that left arm up, and as we gaze at it, then we're going to drop that left arm onto that left knee and extend that right arm up, swooping up. Then we're going to pivot on that back toe and swoop both arms straight up ahead. And when you're ready, we're going to drop our hands down and step that right foot up. And breathe. We're going to walk that out a little bit. And we're going to do that one more time. We're going to extend that left foot back, turn it perpendicular. And when you're ready, we're going to inhale, reach up, fingertips spread wide. Then we're going to turn our gaze sideways, fingertips pointed in both directions, creating that deeper bend in that front knee. Then we're going to drop that back left hand, extending that right arm up as we gaze at it. Then we're going to drop that right arm onto that knee, extending that left arm up. Then we're going to pivot on that back foot and extend both arms straight up into the air. Then when you're ready, we're going to step that left foot up and get the opposite side, extending that right leg back. When you're ready, we're going to swoop our arms up. Then we're going to turn our gaze sideways, taking that bend in that front knee. Then we're going to drop that back left hand, extending that right in the air. Then we'll drop that left hand on that left knee, swooping that right arm up for that side angle. Then we're going to pivot on that back toe and swoop both arms up in the air. And when you're ready, we're going to step that right foot up and walk that out a little bit. We're going to take our hands, we're going to take a deep inhale, reach up. We're going to exhale, fold forward, diving down towards the floor. And when our hands touch the floor, we're going to step that left foot back and come onto the knee on that left side. Keeping that right foot planted into the mat. We're going to extend our hands up into a low lunge pose. And if this is enough for you, stay here. If you want to take a deeper, see if you can go a back bend, bringing the hands back. And then we're going to exhale, come back to center, and bend at the elbows, opening the chest. See if we can create some little mobility into the hips, maybe pulsate the hips a little bit with the chest open. Then we're going to release our hands to the mat. And we're going to untuck that back toe, come up into a lizard pose. So both hands planted to the mat. It should be aligned up. Your hands should be aligned up to the front foot, the back leg extended on the balls of the toes. And breathe here. Then we're going to drop that leg back down to the mat and see if we can open the hip even more, maybe pulsate a little bit on the hip again. Then we're going to walk our hands back, come onto the heel on that right foot and extend it straight out into a half split. Then we're going to release that left foot back down, bringing both hands to the inside of that right foot, extend that leg up, step that left leg back, and we're in downward dog. Upside down V, breathing here. And we're going to slowly walk our hands back towards our feet into that forward fold again. Then we're going to inhale, reach up, hinging from the hip, rising, bringing our hands above our head, channeling that energy down into the center. Taking a deep inhale, exhale, and release. And we're going to walk up to the top of the mat to do the opposite side. Going to take a deep inhale, rising up. Exhale, folding down towards the mat. And as we fold, this time we're going to step that right leg back, drop onto the knee on that right side. Inhale, reach up. Reaching the hands up powerfully into that low lunge. And then again, if you want to take a deeper exhale back into a crescent lunge, back bend. Then come back to center. We're going to bend at the elbows, opening up the chest. breathing. And then again, we want to create some movement in the hips. See if we could just gently pulsate on the hips. Then we're going to release our hands down, bringing both hands to the mat. Untuck that toe, that back foot. Hands planted to the mat, aligned up with that left leg, left foot. On the balls of the back foot. Breathe here in lizard pose. And when you're ready, we could drop that leg back down. Then again, if you want to rock a little bit in the hips, breathe. Then we're going to slowly walk our hands back, coming onto the heel on that left side for the half splits. Then we're going to bring our hand on on the inside of that left leg, pressing into the mat, lifting that leg up and extending that left leg back. And we're back into downward dog. We'll breathe here for 5 breaths. Allowing the back to be flat, head hanging heavy. Two more breaths. We're going to keep this left leg planted. We're going to extend this right leg into the air and bringing that right knee to the chest and release that right knee to the mat. And as we release that right knee to the mat, we're going to extend that left leg back to come into pigeon pose. So the left knee should be planted onto the mat, right leg straight back. Feel free to put a block or some type of support in the hips if this is uncomfortable for you. Just listen to the body. We're going to slowly walk our hands towards that inner right foot, twisting open. Then we're going to come back into forward. And this is enough for you, stay here, but if you want to take it deep, you can extend your hands straight up into the air. Then we're going to release the hands and slowly walking our head forward and releasing our head to the mat. Then when you're ready, we're going to place our hands into the mat. Untuck our toe on that back side, extending that leg back up into downward dog again so we can get the opposite side. We're going to walk that out. Just bend one knee, straighten the other. And when you're ready, we're going to keep that right leg planted. Extend that left leg into the air and bring that left knee to the chest and release it down as we extend that right leg back, lifting the chest. And we're going to slowly walk our hand in towards that left foot. Then we're going to walk ourselves back forward. And again, if this is enough, stay here. If you want to take it deeper, extend your hands up, reaching up towards the sky. Then we're going to exhale, release our hands, and walk our hands forward to release our head to the mat. Then when you're ready, we're going to press our hands into the mat. Inhale, pressing up back into that downward dog. Here we'll breathe for 5 breaths again. Inhaling, exhaling. And feel free to walk your legs out if you want to walk your legs out here. Two more breaths. And on the next inhale, we're going to bring both knees down to the mat. We're going to come into a seated position. Here we're going to just shake the legs out a little bit. We're going to take this right leg and bring it towards the body. Plant the right foot to the mat. Taking his left hand back for leverage. We're going to take our left hand up and bring it across. Press that elbow against that right knee as we gently twist open. We can twist towards our right shoulder or look back towards the right hand, whatever's comfortable for you. Just allowing ourselves to open up and giving our internal organs a squeeze. And we'll exhale, release that. Then we'll get the opposite side, bringing his left foot towards us, planting him into the mat, bringing his left hand behind us for support. Then we're going to take this right hand up and across and twist open, gaze into that right shoulder or that right or left hand, sorry. And we're going to exhale, release that. Then we're going to come onto our back, gently releasing ourselves to the mat. We're going to plant our feet into the mat, bringing his right leg up, bringing the knee to the chest to allow that right foot to rest onto that left knee. Then we're going to gently press open on that right knee, opening up the hip. Take a notice of any tightness you feel in your hip or any tightness you feel in your knees. Then we're going to take an inhale and bring that left knee that's planted to the mat towards the chest. See if you can grab a bind around that thigh, the back of the left thigh, to bring it closer for a deeper stretch in the lower back. You can keep the knee bent or you can extend that left leg straight. And when you're ready, we'll release that down, releasing the left leg, releasing the right leg. Kind of shake that out a little bit. Then we're going to get the opposite side, planting both feet back down to the mat. Taking that left foot, bringing it towards us. So you can bring it across that right knee and gently first press open on that left knee. Take a notice of any one side feel more tighter than the other. Then when you're ready, we're going to inhale, bring that right knee towards us. See if you can grab a bind. See if you can grab a bind around that right thigh, bringing it closer to you. And if you want to extend that right leg straight up. And when you're ready, we're going to release that. Shake that out a little bit. Then we're going to bring both knees to the chest, gently rolling ourselves around. Then we're going to extend both legs straight into the air, but bend both knees closer towards your chest. See if you can grab hold of the outside of your feet in this happy baby pose, opening up the hips. And if you can't reach, you can either use like just bend your knees this way, or you can use like a towel or a strap or something to give you some additional adjustments. Just gently rocking from side to side. Then our next inhale, we're going to release the legs straight up towards the ceiling. And our next inhale, we're going to release the legs down. And then come up into a comfortable seated position. Let's take a moment to bring ourselves back. Taking a moment to receive the energy that we just put into our body through the practice. Taking a moment of silence. Allowing ourselves to be in complete receiving mode. And if you want to bring your awareness back into the intentions you said before you came to the practice, when you're ready, I bow to you and thank you for sharing your practice with me today. I hope everyone have an amazing Tuesday. Have an amazing week. Until tomorrow, peace, love, and wellness.